Hello everyone, welcome to Service Book. Today we are going to discuss about how to claim relief in income tax under section 89 of 1 by filing form 10E. Now you all will be busy with income tax filing. So let us see how do we get relief in income tax provided you have received some amount as arrear or salary advance or gratuity or compensation from the employer or pension commutation. In all of these cases, you can just file form 10E and get a relief in the income tax. So today we will discuss what are the simple steps by which you can calculate the income tax relief and how to fill form 10E online and offline. So before going to the video, let me tell you, if you have not yet subscribed my channel, please do the same and like it, also share it directly to the video. So as I mentioned before, there is a section, income tax section 89 of 1, which is helping you to get some relief in the income tax provided you get extra salary in terms of arrears or advance salary, gratuity or compensation or pension commutation. So in all these cases, you can just have a relief from the income tax. How to do that? So we are going to do step by step calculation of this income tax relief, or you can just tabulate it and you can find out the eligibility. For doing the same, you should process with the income tax details of the current year as well as the previous years in which you are supposed to get this amount of arrears. So let us see in detail. Suppose this year you got some amount as salary plus your arrears. So first thing you have to do is tabulate the income tax of the total amount you received as salary plus arrears and keep it as A. Second, you exclude the arrear amount from the total salary and tabulate the income tax for the same and keep the value as B. Now you subtract your A and B and the result value you keep as C. Now as I said, the arrear amount which you are supposed to get in the previous years. So we are going to distribute the amount in the relevant years. Suppose the amount which you received as the arrear is of previous financial year. Then add the arrear amount in previous financial year's salary and calculate the income tax for the same and keep the figure as D. Now as we did before, exclude the arrear from the total salary of the previous year and tabulate the income tax for the same. Let the figure be E. Now again you find the difference between D and E and keep the result as F. So what you're doing is you're just finding the income tax with and without arrears in the year in which you received it as well as in the year in which you are supposed to receive. So in case if it is a distribution for more than 1 year, you can individually find out the arrear tax with arrear and without arrear in the relevant years and find out the differences in each time. So now you can just subtract your differences from the figures which you arrived with. That is, you have F and C with you. So you just subtract F minus C and you will arrive with the figure G. If this G is a positive figure, that much amount will be given as relief for you. But if it is a negative figure, you are not eligible for income tax relief. So this is the simple step by which you can tabulate the income tax relief, whether you are eligible for it or not. Now let us do it in form 10E. To claim this relief under 89 of 1, you should have form 10E. The form 10E has got 7 parts. First part is your personal information, in which comes your name, address, PAN card details, etc., contact details, etc. And there are 6 annexures. Depends upon your requirement. For example, if you have received the amount as arrear, you have to choose annexure 1. If it's salary advance, it is annexure 2, etc. So finally, you have a declaration portion as well. So you have to fill all the data relevant to you, that is personal information and the relevant annexure, and finally the declaration. So let us see the form 10A. As I said, form 10E has got a personal information part here, so which consists of name and address of the employee, where you can furnish your name and official address. Second is your permanent account number or Aadhaar number. You can either furnish your PAN card number or Aadhaar number here. And then this column for residential status, that is if you are resident of India, write as resident. Then particulars of income referred in Rule 21A of Income Tax Rules 1962 during the previous year relevant to the assessment year. So here you mention the present assessment year, that is 22-23. So this is the personal information part, and also here there are 4 options which is relevant to you. The first option is the arrear amount which is to be furnished here, and if you have received gratuity, it is to be mentioned in the next column. And third one, if you are received with compensation, you can mention here, and last one is commutation of pension. So whichever is relevant to you, you can fill up accordingly, and all other columns you can leave either blank or you can just put non-applicable. Then here is a declaration and verification portion, that is you can write your name and designation. Do hereby declare that what is stated above is true to my best of my knowledge and belief, which is verified on date. You can put the date on which you are doing the form, filling the form. Again you have to sign here as well as here. So this is the personal information part. Then the second part is annexures. So as I said, we are going to discuss about the case of arrears. So I have taken annexure 1 here for detailing. So again here we have already tabulated some figures previously. You can just furnish here. The first column is total income excluding salary received in arrears. So whatever is your salary received excluding the arrear, you can write in the first column. Second column is for salary received in arrears. How much is that amount? Third is total income, that is your salary plus arrear. How much is the total? Fourth column is the tax on total income as per column 3, that is income tax on your total income including arrear. How much is the income tax? You can tabulate and write here. And fifth column is tax on total income as per column 1. Column 1 is nothing but the salary without arrears. So what is the tax for the same? Now you can just subtract your taxes, difference between column number 4 and 5, that is difference in tax due to arrear. So you can just furnish it here. Then the seventh column is tax commuted in accordance with table A brought from column 7. So you have a table A here to furnish the arrear details. As I mentioned before, the arrear which we received this year may be of previous years. So you can fill the data here. The first you are going to fill table A here. The first column is previous year. So suppose you got some 50,000 rupees and it is supposed to be received in previous year or years. So you can mention the years in which you are supposed to receive this arrear. For example, I received it for previous year. I can just write 2021 previous year. And second, my total income in the relevant previous year. What was the total income without arrears? And here the salary received in arrears or advance. So you can mention how much is the amount. And fourth column is the total amount of salary plus the arrear, that comes in column 4. So next column is total only for your salary. Then sixth column, total income as per column 4, that is income tax with your arrears, salary with arrears. So now last column may you find the difference between column number 5 and 6. Suppose you have the arrear distributed in more than 1 year, you can just furnish the entire data over here column by column. Suppose it is of 1920 and 2021, etc., etc. You will just fill up the particular data over here and you will have 3 figures in the column 7. So you can add up all the 3 figures and bring to this 7th row of the annexure 1. Then you have to find out the relief by finding the difference between this column number 6 and 7. So I'll just give you an example, worked out example. Here I have shown the annexure part alone. Annexure 1 of 10E, that is I have a total income of 6 lakhs excluding my arrears, and my arrear received is 25,000. So that total income is 6 lakhs 25,000. And I've tabulated income tax as per column 3, that is including my arrears. So whenever I am talking about the income, I just mean that the amount of income which excludes my standard deduction and all other deductions under section 80C, etc., plus cess. So I have arrived at a figure 39,000 for this 6 lakhs 25,000. Now fifth column is tax on income as per column number 1, that is excluding your arrears. So it is 33,800. So the difference in tax is 5,200, which is the tax for my arrear. Now what I'll do is I'll just distribute my 25,000 arrear to the years in which I am supposed to get it. So I have received it for the year 2021 and I am filling the data here. The total income of that particular year was 4,80,000 and my arrear is 25,000. So altogether I have 5,05,000 only. So the income tax I paid for 4,80,000 in the year 2021 is 0, because I have deduction for the income is under 5 lakhs, so I have paid 0 tax for the same. But including tax 5 lakhs 5,000, my tax amount is 14,040, and the difference is 14,040, which is brought to the column 7 over here, and I am finding the difference between my 14,040 and 5,200. So I am arriving at 8,840, which is the relief amount I get from my total tax. That is, my actual tax to be paid is 39,000, but I can claim this much amount as my relief. So I have to pay only the difference between 39,000 and 8,840. So this is how you can fill your form 10E offline. You can submit this form to your assessment officer so that he can give you the relief under the section 89 of 1. Now let us see how to fill this form 10E online. So you all used to file income tax return. So you can have this form 10E also filed online. For that, you just have to log into the income tax e-filing portal through your user ID and password. The user ID generally is your PAN card number. So you can just furnish the same and give your password and log into the e-filing portal of Income Tax of India site. So now on the dashboard, you can see e-file section, in which you just click onto the income tax forms, and then from that menu you can choose file income tax forms, so that you will reach to an interface where you have 3 tabs. So you have to choose the option person not having business or professional income. under which you can find this form 10E, or else you can simply put 10E in the search box. You can directly go to form 10E. Now once you reach with form 10E, first question is assessment year. So just put the assessment year, that is current assessment year is 22-23, and click on the continue button. Then you will just reach to the instruction page. You can either read the instructions or you can just directly go to let's get started button. Click on the get started button. So you will just go to the form 89 10E form of relief under 89 of 1. Then you can go for continue button, and there you have to enter all your data. That is your personal information is the first section. Give your name, address and PAN card number to the same, and you can choose the relevant annexures as per your requirement. If it is an arrear or family salary advance, it is annexure 1. So fill the data in the relevant field. Then finally you have a declaration section, so fill that also. Then go for preview. So once you fill the entire data, ensure that all are correct, so that you can click on preview and all what you entered will be shown to you. In the preview page, if you have found all the data furnished properly, you can just go to proceed to e-verify button, so that it just take you to e-verification page, where you can choose the relevant options by which you can e-verify, either by OTP through SMS or any other option which is relevant to you, and you can file your form 10E.